think I'm perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Think I'm perfect.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kate, and you're watching kayymenaaa TV, and I am back with another commentary voiceover. And today I'll be talking about Queen Naija and Clarence. Now, disclaimer: before y'all start coming at me crazy over this couple, just know that I am not biased. I'm not none of that. I'm just commentating on what I've seen. So if you do not like it, just politely, click off the video. It's not that serious, but I'm just gonna tell y'all what I seen. So I was on RTL Shade, and RTL Shade actually posted some screen recordings from Tina's live, and Tina is Queen's sister. Now, I guess someone in the live asked about Clarence, and Tina said how, she's not going to be attending the baby shower, and she also said, there's some things that we don't know going on behind the scenes. They only let us see what they want us to see, basically hinting at the fact that, everything isn't all cupcakes, sunshine, and rainbows in their relationship, which I don't think in any relationship is always, puppies, rainbows, happiness, skipping down the street, holding hands. But, from this recent video that they did together, their Do We Argue video, it's been raising suspicion with a lot of people to the point where they even had to address it. Now, if you look at this clip, I noticed a couple times how Clarence was looking at Queen like, honestly, from my opinion, from what I seen, how he was looking at her, he was looking like, bitch, don't you say the wrong thing. But I could be wrong. I'm not in their relationship. None of us are in their relationship but them two. But one thing that I can say is, people say that, Queen was looking kind of off. She looked like she was out of it. She looked like she was jittery. Looked like she was holding back. And, body language says a lot. But I really don't think Clarence is such a bad guy. I really feel like, people think that Clarence is supposed to be just like Kris, because back in the day when Kris and Queen was together, Queen, she had such this bubbly personality. She was just very open with, how she acted and things like that. With Clarence, it seems like she's more, I wouldn't say more mature, but more, giggly, bubbly, happier than when she was with Kris. Now, in my honest opinion, I do kind of feel like, some of their relationship is not all the way real. A lot of people think that, Clarence is using Queen and Clarence isn't that into Queen. I do kind of agree to a sense that, Clarence isn't into Queen as much as maybe Queen is into Clarence. I feel like, Queen is over heels, head over heels for this man. And I do feel like this man loves Queen. Honestly, I just think that maybe, he's just a little more timid than most. And, they're new to this. It's not like they've been together for all these years like Kris and Queen was. Kris and Queen, when they were together, they had to build that, openness with each other to be goofy with each other. In a sense, I kind of feel like, they'll never be like Kris and Queen, because Queen is with Clarence. Clarence is not Kris. But, we all have our own opinions from the outside looking in, but from what we see on the internet and body language and things like that, it does kind of say a lot. Within that, Do We Argue video, she was kind of timid, twiddling her thumbs. But one thing that kind of struck a nerve with me was when Clarence said, like, I have to love baby CJ. Sorry. I mean, in a sense, I kind of get what he's saying when he say he has to love baby CJ. But, I feel like as a man, it's an obligation. When you date a woman that has a kid already, you have to adapt and, accept that child with that woman. Even though you didn't make that child with that woman, that child needs love still. Even though he has a father, but when that father's not around and you're around the mother, you're that father to that child at that moment. Not trying to say that, he's the child to baby CJ. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. But in a sense, if you love the mother, you should love the son. Don't feel like that you have to love the son because you love the mother. But I don't think that he meant that from a wrong place or ill place. I think that's just his way of saying it. Maybe he didn't say it right and people took it out of context and misconstrued it. But I do think it's just going to take some time for him to, realize, I'm going to be a step parent to that child. Because I would hope that they would plan on getting married, they having kids together. But I mean, honestly, I just think we all kind of read too much into it. And I kind of get how everybody's feeling when they say, they don't think that Clarence has the same feelings that Queen has for Clarence. I understand that completely. But actually, I just want to veer off into the topic of Kris and Queen for a second. Because of the simple fact that Queen changed the way that she talked, her demeanor, all that. If you go and look at Kris and Queen's old videos, you will see how she talked back then versus how she talked now. She does not talk the same. I'm not trying to say she changed her voice for Clarence, but she definitely talked different, because back then Queen used to talk a little bit hood, and now she talked like a little ass kid. But I mean, hey, maybe that's just her maturing or something like that. I don't really know. But I do feel like, when Kris and Queen was together, they brought a lot of, enthusiasm, openness, things that we haven't seen before. But at the same time, y'all have to remember that wasn't always like that. Most of their relationship was staged towards the end. So how can y'all really say what's real and what's not? Y'all have to remember that even them both of them said that their relationship wasn't always great. Both of them admitted that they cheated on each other. Both of them admitted that, they were doing stuff that they didn't have no business doing. So we could say, we want Kris and Queen relationship back and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it was toxic. It was toxic. And honestly, we only know what they told us. It could have been so much more going on behind the scenes. And I honestly do feel like, Queen is happy. Queen is living her best life, and we should just let her do her. If she feels comfortable enough to, change the way she talks, change some of her demeanor, then let her do that. That's her. If she wants to change some things about herself for the better, then let her do that. Y'all don't know how much this man is probably helping her. I mean, at the end of the day, we all shouldn't need a man to help us, but at the end of the day, if a man wants to, help me progress and, teach me some things that I never knew and put me onto a different lifestyle, then so be it. But it's all up to me if I choose to, either remain the same or make some changes. And sometimes change is good. But I do understand what y'all was saying about her body language and the way that he was looking at her in that video. I understand that completely. But at the end of the day, we don't know what goes on. But Tina even said, y'all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. They only show y'all what they want to show y'all, which does raise my suspicion to make me think that something is going on. But Queen, knowing how she is and how she acting now, we probably will never know. So it is what it is. It'll come out eventually. I just hope that she doesn't end up suffering in the end. But one thing that I am going to address, Queen, if you don't get that man foot out your face, it's never that serious. It's never that serious for a picture. I know you ain't that in love that you out here smelling that man's feet. I don't care if he do got on Gucci socks. You done lost your mind. But that's the end of this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any commentary on it, you can comment down below. If you guys want to see me react to more things, comment down below. But make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.